Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To some of you and peace out to the rest of you. Blackhearted sign of Black in again, asking you to hit that share button. Thank you if you have hit share or like or subscribe, but the share button benefits us. And the like and subscribe buttons benefit me. Thank you if you've hit either one of them. However, my request is the share button. To my subscribers, thank you for subscribing. I mean that. So, this being said, you've looked at the title. You want to know why I would say something like this, and let me just cut to it because I don't do suspense. The reason is because of something that women are already saying in the West. Hoes are winning. Hoes are winning because, to a certain extent, they'll make approaches. You see, a hoe can make a good wife in one regard, and that is that when she needs something, she can unzip his pants herself. A lot of women can't do that. And when you marry a man and you can't unzip his pants, at some point, the man's going to understand that he really ain't your type. So there are women that cannot do this. Now, I would say that these women are the ones that really have to share the men, especially if they want to keep them. But we're just going to, say it like it is. Hoes are winning as far as you all are saying. If you're saying hoes are winning today, tomorrow you're going to be saying prostitutes are winning, because you have to understand hoes either take anybody that approaches them or they even make approaches at times, as far as you're concerned. Well, prostitutes are the next step, and they approach men. So when you have a dollar bill at the end of it, then women all of a sudden know how to make approaches. When you first saw the title, a lot of you thought, well, I can't even do it. I don't know how. It's not in my nature. This is unnatural. Okay, well, you know what? If you were to become a prostitute, you would know how to approach men. Now, I'm not telling you to do it, but you would know how to approach them, because prostitutes approach men. And this is one of the reasons that loose women get to win at times over women that are not loose. We have an environment that fosters that, because this environment already tells men, don't make the approach. Yeah, make the approach, but don't make the approach. Yeah, make the approach, but you have to know how she is already. You got to know who she is already. There's no right way to make an approach. There's just a bunch of wrong ways. So, nigga, make the approach and crash and burn and fail. Well, you can't convince men of something like that logically. See, nowadays men live a lot longer than we used to, just like women do. So we have more experiences to pass down to younger cats. And frankly, younger guys get to see much older men. There's no reason for it. The juice isn't worth the squeeze when it comes down to that in the West. We have to make the approach. We have to convince a woman that already likes us to keep liking us. We got to pay and impress, pay the cost, and then still hear her tell us that we're not the boss because it's 2020. Are you kidding me? Are you for real? No. We 9 days away from 2020 at this point. If it means that it's a new day, then it's a new day. So either you must understand, good women, those of you who are good women and you're nice to look at, you must understand, either you compete with these hoes and these prostitutes, or you let them win. And what I'm saying does not benefit me. So what I'm saying is not out of cowardice. And if it was, so goddamn what, but it's not. Because see, I'm out the game, I'm married. I could marry 3 more legally, but I don't want to. That's expensive. So you must understand that what I'm saying is not just a benefit to me. I'm not saying it's thinking that I'm going to go back to the States and a bunch of gorgeous women are going to approach me and I'm going to be spoiled for choice. No, it's not going to happen to me. I don't plan on going back to live in any white country. I could go to Malaysia and have that. Yeah, believe it or not, I go to Malaysia, and I know because I visited once, told my friend I was there. He set up some kind of online, not dating, but matrimonial account. Some of you say, yeah, but that's matrimony. Of course, women are going to chase down marriage. Wait a minute, hold up. I thought you said women don't approach men. So, and I could tell by these ladies' profiles that answered the account that he set up for me. When he gave me the login and password, I could tell it wasn't all about marriage. Some of them were looking for boyfriends. I could see that. I could tell. And, but the thing is that, he told me, he said, look, right now you're at 25 and I set the account up, about an hour ago. Here's a username, password, and link. I logged in, it was already at 28. You understand what's going on now? So at the end of the day, I'm not saying this for the reasons that a lot of you would want to say this in order to discredit me. But this is actually for you and for the men. Because remember, hoes are winning. You said it yourself. And prostitutes are going to win next. For one reason above all else, they will try to look good and approach men, but it's about the money. And so if you cannot do it, but then you ever can approach a man who has a lot of money, then that just shows that you were bought and sold. You're property. You're not a person, you're a property. That's really what it shows. If the exception is the guy that's loaded, then you're just property. The difference is your property that can chase him down instead of him having to go and solicit it and buy it. That's it. You're property that shops for him, not property for which he has to shop. That's all. I'd like to be wrong one day, but it's really up to you. But understand this too, if you're a good woman and not being approached and you're also nice to look at, you're just not being approached, then, understand that you're in an environment in which men have been trained to not approach women. And so that leaves the women that approach them. And, these women can be good women, but usually they're not taught to. So if you don't shake that shackle off, then not only are you going to be beaten by hoes, and pros, you're going to be beaten by other good women who just decided, you know what, I can make an approach. Especially since it's legally and socially dangerous for him to do it, and even financially dangerous. I can make an approach. Because remember, you're the one that can get away with making an approach. And remember, if he's not interested or if he's just taken or spoken for, he has to let you down gently because he can't make a scene trying to embarrass you and get social credit and social points. Nobody's going to give him high five for how he dissed you if you're attractive or unattractive for that matter. No, that's not going to happen. It's not like you. So it's 2020 or almost 2020. In 9 days, by the time any of you listen to this, it will be 2020. Go ahead out there, girl, and go after what it is you want in life, just like you went after the degrees and the careers you wanted. Go after that man you wanted. Because if he comes after you, there's a 13% chance of success and 87% chance of failure. And he could lose his reputation and his income if you don't like his approach and you happen to be a crazy woman. And nobody will say anything to you about destroying these things of his. Sorry, ladies. But it's like I said, bad options are hyper available. So now it's time to make yourselves hyper available too. All right. I hope this message has been a benefit. Black Heart Sign of Blackout. Assalamu alaikum and black male power.